Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a wee bit different. It's going to be a new bit of the channel. This is Workout Wednesday. So why we're doing Workout Wednesday, I am a bit of a fitness freak myself. Unfortunately, due to COVID rules and things like that, I haven't been able to get to the gym, as all of you will know. Back in early 2020, I was hitting the gym 5 times a week. I was lifting some big numbers for someone as small as myself. Once the gym's closed, I try to keep it going at home, but the motivation just wasn't there. Once the gym's opened back up again, stress of work, things have changed quite a lot. It wasn't nearly the same, but I knew, as many people did, that COVID was not going to go away that easily. So during that time, I did pick myself up some weights. Picked some up from my dad and some old ones from work that weren't being used anymore. So at least I've got something in the house to do. Today we're going to be training legs. Let's get into it. Now, we can't start training until we change out of my lazing around tops and my jeans. So, first, top. Nice. Now the bottoms. Not bad. I'm no Gymshark athlete, but it'll do. So we're down on the deck, guys. What we're going to do to get started for our wee leg session, just going to warm up some bits on the lower body. So I've got these resistance bands here. Trying to warm up my calves a little bit. Just doing a couple reps, getting some ankle mobility in. If you do find that your foot is slipping down like mine is a bit, just take off your sock, gets a better grip. So why I'm working out? Well, as I say, I do enjoy it myself. Also, it's just great for you, great for your mental well-being. Go on to the next one. Why it's important to warm up though, if you don't warm up, what's going to happen, it's like if you don't warm up your car, it's much more likely to have problems. If you don't warm up your muscles and then ask them to do a lot, they're not going to be able to respond nearly as well as you'd like them to. Now what we're going to be doing today, we're doing activation exercises, lunges, side lunges, squats, deadlift and glute crunches. Now none of these exercises sound too exciting, and if you're a beginner, they're not actually that difficult, right? All of this can be adapted to do with any equipment that you've got, but we will go over that in more detail in a later video. Today is just me working out. I'll warm up here on lunges, just to activate both muscles, and I'll go in. So I've got 6s in each hand. See, I'm going nice and slow, controlling it down and exploding back up. Those muscles nice and activated. Now I keep a note on my phone of the weight that I decided to do the previous week. And the stronger you become and find it easier, you just up it and up it and up it till you get to the right level. Now what I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing 16 reps, only 30 seconds rest, so I'm really pushing the muscles here, kind of working to bulk them up and get much better endurance. Now, doing that hopefully is going to make me a little bit bigger. I'm only a wee guy, and you know, we all want to be a wee bit bigger when we're japs, don't we? Let's go. That was hard. That was really hard. No, it's not a squat bar. It's an easy curl bar, but we've got to work with what we've got, right? Whew. Right, deadlifts next. Here we go. If you can, get yourself some liquid chalk for the house when you're doing most of your weights. Particularly things like deadlift really helps, because you don't want to be having to grip a hold off with sweaty hands onto 30 or plus kilograms. It's not the easiest. All you need to do is just shake it up. Get some. Rub it on the surface of your hand. You don't need to rub it on the back or in between your fingers, really. and wait for it to dry. You know, pretty good. If you've got any bits that are a little bit, just quit blowing them and you're good to go. Yeah, I'm absolutely roasted after those. Sweat dripping off my nose and everything. Ooh, suppose that means it's a perfect segue into glute crunches, also known as the most painful thing your arse can ever experience. Don't know if that's technically true, but it feels like it. Right, so I'm going to use the extra heavy band, down on all fours. Probably not going to take too much video on this. It's not the most flattering position to video yourself in. Here we go. For anyone that thinks this is sexy, I guarantee there are plenty Instagram models out there worthy of your attention. And they're not me. Well, that's glute crunches done. It's a lot of hard work. The top's getting sweat through. Working out in the house is a lot different from working in the gym. It's a lot hotter. You don't have there's no air conditioning or big fans or anything like that. At least not in this little apartment, there's not. So it gets a lot hotter. Which means I normally do a workout with my top off, but nobody needs to see that. Okay, all that's left is some lunges and some core. Yeah, we'll do some core. We'll do 10 minutes of core. And always remember to stretch, guys. Please remember to stretch. Take anything away from any video, remember to stretch. Right, got to get up now. Let's go. Alright guys, that's the workout done for the day. Just stretch it off, as I said earlier, always remember to stretch. Wasn't too bad of a session. As I said earlier, it gets really hot. I'm just grimacing because this hurts stretching. It gets really hot working out in the house, but you go to work with what you've got. Particularly deadlifts, I suppose it is a very compound move, so you are using a lot of muscles all at once. So always sort of creates more heat and more work, I suppose. If you did enjoy it, guys, we'll be doing another workout Wednesday next week. I'm thinking about doing one kind of dedicated to stretching, how to do a full body stretch, get everything nice and loosened. Even if you're not into picking up the weights and chucking them around the house, get up and give yourself a stretch, even if you've just sat in your office all day. It's really good for the body, and it'll help you a lot mentally as well. I mean, it's more of a quality of life thing than anything else. If you're able to move a lot more, if you feel free to move and you're not so stiff and tight anymore, you are going to feel a lot better. that's it for me. I'm going to stretch off. You guys don't need to watch me stretching and want to bore you. If you do want to subscribe and like and all the rest of that YouTube stuff, please feel free. Instagram is on the screen somewhere. We'll see you next time. Bye.